Observing the heavens was a disturbing influence.
On April the 21st, 2016, Norwich University hosted General Mark A. Milley, the 39th U.S. Army Chief of Staff. General Milley presented the Leading Through Complexity keynote address of the ROTC Centennial Symposium. 2016 marked the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Reserve Officers Training Corps, more commonly known as the ROTC. During the lecture, Milley laid out some future scenarios the soldiers could be facing, including little green men and hybrid armies. Take a listen.
You'll be dealing with terrorists. You'll be dealing with hybrid armies. You'll be dealing with little green men.
This is mind-blowing. For a general to come out and say something like this is truly remarkable. Was this a signal that disclosure is coming? Or that an alien attack is inevitable? Or was this just a way to make his speech more interesting to the young ROTC soldiers?
This skull, found in the Rhodope Mountains in Bulgaria, by a man from Plovdiv, a city located 90 miles southeast of the capital city of Sofia, has been raising a lot of eyebrows in the scientific community. The skull was examined by archaeologists from the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences and by the director of the Paleontology Museum in Asenevgrad. All have said they have never seen anything like it before. The skull is as small as a human baby's, but its bone structure is lighter and thinner, and weighs only 250 grams. It has 6 cavities, and researchers believe that they belong to the creature's sensory organs. The discovery has caused tons of excitement, yet is controversial, because many ufologists consider it evidence of the existence of aliens and their presence on Earth. When alive, this being allegedly possessed 6 eyes, or perhaps other completely unknown organs. Another strange thing about it is it has no mouth hole, where one would be expected to be found. The examiners are positive it is not a fossil, and said it does not resemble any hominid skull known to science, going on to say that no one could find any analogy or correlation with anything on Earth from the past 30 million years. Skeptics believe the skull belongs to a still unidentified animal species. While there are several theories about the Rhodope skull, Bulgarian psychic Rhodope believes it belonged to a genetically engineered being, created by the Atlanteans. According to him, the skull represents the remains of a failed experiment that occurred thousands of years ago in the area. Another theory claims it is likely the remains of a hastily buried alien, killed by soldiers operating in the area during World War II. The Bulgarian villager who found the skull said that he had been made several generous offers to sell it. And unfortunately, the skull disappeared before scientists had the chance to perform DNA analysis and carbon dating, which is usually the case with these types of discoveries. Does this mean it is a big hoax? Or the exact opposite? The discovery of a lifetime? As always, it's up to you to decide. This story, of an alleged alien tower, in Area 51 has been around for a few years. Let's take a look at it using Google Earth. Here we see the object in question, and Google has labeled it a building. While ufologists say this is an alien communication device or an alien monument, skeptics believe it is simply a radio tower. But look at its design. It's extremely odd looking and is located on the famous military base Area 51. So, is this object what conspiracy theorists claim it is? No civilian is allowed into the area, so there is no way to get a close-up view of it. We simply leave it up to you to decide. A group of Russian UFO researchers claim they have found the 300-million-year-old metallic screw in the Kaluga region of Russia. They said the discovery is evidence that a technologically advanced civilization existed on Earth millions of years ago. Some in the UFO community believe that the screw might have been left behind by aliens that visited Earth back then. The Russian UFO research group, Cosmopoic, first announced the discovery of the 300-million-year-old screw that was embedded inside the rock in the 1990s. And since then, mainstream scientists have struggled to explain it away as a natural phenomenon. The group conducts expeditions to remote sites on Earth in search of evidence of an alien presence or activity, and cryptozoological species. Cosmopoic researchers found the screw while visiting the Kaluga region of Russia, while trying to locate the site of an asteroid impact that occurred in the 1990s. While searching for evidence of the fallen asteroid, the researchers found a rock that appeared to have remains of a metallic screw embedded in it. The alleged screw measured at about an inch in length. According to the website, Ancient Code, the Cosmopoic group researchers said the screw was composed of metal. Geologists estimated the age of the rock to be about 300 to 320 million years old, older than the existence of dinosaurs. Evidence shows that the iron atoms of the screw and the silicon atoms of the rock have in fact spread and fused, suggesting that the screw is by no means a recent addition to the rock. So in other words, it was not a fake.
Archaeologists from Egypt and Germany have discovered the remains of an ancient Egyptian statue they believe could depict one of history's most famous rulers. The likeness of what may be Ramses II was found submerged in groundwater. An international team of German and Egyptian researchers recovered the astonishing 8-meter quartzite statue, which was found in a pit in a neighborhood in the Egyptian capital city of Cairo. According to the Cultural Ministry, if the statue is what the archaeologists suspect it to be, then it might just be one of the most significant discoveries in Egyptian history. The 26-foot statue is made of quartzite and could be up to 3,000 years old. Ramses II is one of the ancient world's most famous leaders. He ruled Egypt from 1279 to 1213 BC, making his 60-year-long rule one of the longest in ancient Egypt. His military exploits expanded Egypt's reach as far east as modern Syria and as far south as modern Sudan. It's also believed Ramses II may have been the pharaoh from the biblical book of Exodus from whom Moses demanded the release of his people. But the weird part to this story is the fact that the unearthed statue has an elongated head, just like what alien greys have been described as having by abductees. And just like skulls that are being found all over the world. So, could there be any truth to ancient alien theorists' claims that the ancient Egyptians had close contact with extraterrestrial beings? Or that they were in fact aliens themselves? Or maybe they were bred with aliens? Many ancient cultures seemed to be fascinated by elongated heads and mimicked them all around the world. Is this discovery's elongated head proof that aliens were here on Earth thousands of years ago? Hopefully more information comes out on this subject soon.
NASA released this stunning HD photo of Pluto, taken by the New Horizons probe, as it made its closest flyby of the dwarf planet, back in July of 2015. On their website, NASA posted this story titled "X marks a curious corner on Pluto's icy plains." But, as a popular UFO channel on YouTube pointed out, there may be more to the photo than meets the eye. If we look over here, we see a strange object sitting in this area. As the YouTube channel speculated, is this an alien being strolling through some kind of path? Or a ship perhaps? It certainly looks interesting. It almost looks like some kind of sea lion type creature. There are other objects in the area that look similar, but this one has features that suggest it could be something more. But this is all just speculation at this point.